crowd's ready to scream tonight. Hide the kids, turn down the lights. Stay very quiet so they don't hear those movie monsters that you fear. It's time for scary films with friends, where your nightmares will begin. You are all invited if you dare to join Big Al for a cinematic scare. Ghosts and ghouls and tall hairy beasts, vampires, demons, and zombies will feast. Mad scientists making monsters in labs, witches on brooms with the creepy black cats. It's time for scary films with friends, where your nightmares will begin. You are all invited if you dare to join Big Al for a cinematic scare. Ghosts and ghouls and tall hairy beasts, vampires, demons, and zombies will feast. Mad scientists making monsters in labs, witches on brooms with the creepy black cats. It's time for scary films with friends, where your nightmares will begin. You are all invited if you dare to join Big Al for a cinematic scare.
There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
I am your angel of movies. Okay, enough of that. Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 2004, the film adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's, I don't know if the word classic does it, just monumental hit Broadway musical, Phantom of the Opera. And we have a full house tonight. We have got, of course, our own resident phantom of the liquor cabinet, Troy Pagelli. Last call with Troy Pagelli. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing well. Thank you very much for having me. I have a great deal of history with this particular musical, and I'm very, very glad to be here tonight.
Oh, it is nice to be here. And of course, our own personal diva, Netter of Netter's Network. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. How are you, my love?
Are you talking to Troy or to me?
Well, you're my phantom, right? So aren't you my love?
Oh, I am the. Oh no, I thought good old.
He's your angel of music.
I'm the angel. I'm the angel of movies tonight.
There you go.
Also
so then
joining.
how are you, my angel?
There you go.
I'm doing well. It was a rough week. I had a loss in the family. An elderly aunt
Oh.
passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Man.
But it's it's sad. But we go on, and nothing better to take your mind off of something like that than to getting together with your friends and watching a movie. Of course, joining us also is deleted scenes of course, John Otten, who has now doxed himself to the world. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining in.
Well, I kind of doxed myself at the very beginning, really, but
Yeah.
but hey, get more eyes on the channel now. So hey, all right, I'm doing very well. Thank you all once again for allowing me to join you this evening. Hopefully, a better movie than the one I saw earlier today. But
I'm sure you watched. What did you watch? I know. I can't think of it now. What did you watch earlier today?
Him, the football horror movie.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
remember that one. And of course, a very special guest tonight, Mr. Sir Torrin Mr. Sir, I don't know, Sir Torrin Clegane. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining in. Asked to join in, and I was like, of course. Because I know, have you ever done this musical? Or worked on it? Or
I'll be honest, I haven't had much in terms of, I don't want to say personal connection to it, because I've never done a production of this, I guess is what I can say. But definitely one of those shows that when this movie came out, I thought it was going to open the doors for my favorite Andrew Lloyd Webber musical to be turned into a film.
Yeah, it came out in 2004. Anyone here haven't seen it?
I have not.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, wow. First time viewing. I do want to say, I know a lot of people will say, Chris, well, let me say hi to the chat first before I tell my personal experience. Of course, at the very top, if you were looking to watch the film tonight, along with us, the Cosmic Leak is at the top. We'll be starting that in a few moments. If you're not with us or watching this later, you have to have your own copy or watch it on streaming somewhere. I don't or rent it. I don't know where it may be streaming, but it's out there, matey. Just so you know. Of course, me saying, hope everyone enjoys the film tonight. Curtis Selby dropped by to say hi. He's streaming tonight as well. Netter giving her hi sweeties to everybody. Sir Torkin saying hello. Deleted scenes saying hello. Connie Cleary, who I think she said she's on listening mode for a while. So, but welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Who is going down? Castellier Daniel Garcia. Butler portrayed Beowulf, Dracula, and the Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, Gerard Butler's cool. Gerard Butler's just one of those cool actors. Robert Englund also portrayed the Phantom. Yes, Charles Dance did. Lon Chaney, Claude Rains, Maximilian Schell did a version of it. There's been quite a few Phantoms out there. Santa Fox said, okay, I'm so confused. Came here seeing the trailer thinking you guys are actually showing the movie. Sorry, no. It's I like to do the little trailers just for fun. This version of the Phantom of the Opera is a very romantic version, because for a while many versions of the novel or horror movies, they've always switched up things. Same part of my first experience with Phantom of the Opera. I like it, though I will admit the silent movies, Christine has 10 times more common sense than this one. Slasher Fred, welcome. Phantom of the Opera became the very original Universal monster, played twice by Lon Chaney and Claude Rains. Yes. In fact, this year is the 100th anniversary of the Phantom of the Opera with Lon Chaney. 100 years. That's an amazing thing. I was going to actually. I'm still hoping to watch it. I have a plan to watch the original with a couple of friends of mine. I think I might know who they are if they can ever find time to actually, take a night off. But yeah, this version I've always loved. I mean, it still holds. Yeah, it is very romantic, but it still has that nice thriller kind of gothic aspect that I really like. But I do want to tell a quick story of why this film means a lot more to me than maybe some people might think. Back 2006, for a lot of people know, I've had a couple spinal surgeries. I'm currently need a wheelchair to get around. I can't really walk. Thankfully, I have some motion and movement and feeling in my legs, but basically my spinal cord is shot. But in 2006, my body was slowly going south, and I didn't know why. This was before I found out what was wrong with me. And I was reaching a very, very low point. I was having very, very dark thoughts, if you know what I mean. And I was just sitting there on the couch contemplating things. And suddenly, I don't know why it was on at that time. It was a weird time of day, like 9 a.m. And this film suddenly came on the television right from the beginning. And it let me disappear. And I loved it. I cried like throughout the entire movie, but in a good way for the film. And at the end of it, I felt better. I didn't have those things, and I just it for some reason just watching this film kind of gave me the spark I needed to keep going a little bit. I'm not saying I would have done anything. I'm just saying that I was thinking about things. It was a bad time, but I always remember that, and that's what I think about when I watch this film. It's like it gave me something. I'm not going to say it cheered me up or anything. That's kind of goofy, but it made me feel better. And so that's why I love this film, and just wanted to share that. So, but Troy, you've seen the film, I'm sure. And Netter.
Yeah. I have also seen the play here at Chicago's Auditorium Theater many times.
Yeah.
Of course, that was the traveling troupe. I got to see Sarah Brightman and Michael Crawford reprise their roles in the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber, which Netter took me to when we were dating. So that was actually pretty special.
Oh, very cool. There's actually a very famous Phantom Broadway guy in the film as well. A lot of people might not realize, but Raman Carmelou, I think.
Is he the guy that plays
he plays
Christine's father?
Christine's father.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the Phantom, because they've also did the Family Opera at the Royal Albert Hall,
right?
And he did that production of it as well. So
he also played Raoul. So he's literally played all three of the loves of her life.
Yeah, he's played everything. Slasher Fairlane, Lon Chaney, who played the original Phantom, was originally going to play Bela Lugosi's iconic role of Dracula, but died before the production began. Yes, he did. I know that because I run an iconic Universal Monster page on Facebook, and I'm always posting about stuff. In fact, tomorrow is my weekly planning, doing all the posts for the week. I do them on Sundays. So yeah, check that out. Iconic Universal Monsters on Facebook. But let's go ahead and get this film a going because it
Mhm.
is a long one. At 2:20. Let me start my version because I always watch my own because okay, let me get that there. Let me get it sized to where I want it. I hope mine's a good version, but thankfully Troy figured out your Cosme issue.
It was more of a browser / Windows problem, but yes, I did end up figuring it out.
Okay.
So Troy never seen it, and I know Delizes has, and I know Sir Torn has. So let's all experience the music of the night in 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, I've come to realize that there is almost no sound until the first lines of the play. So I was
Warner Brothers Picture a Time Warner Company.
I was a bit confused. I thought, am I not sharing sound? Am I not sharing sound?
Black Hole Sun. Wait, sorry, that's what made me think of Odyssey Entertainment. They're doing another version of the Odyssey. I'm looking for.
I've heard, yeah.
I love the Odyssey. I like to see a good version of the Iliad. I know they did Troy, but it wasn't Iliad, the right version. Here we go. The Phantom.
Yeah. So I think I've been a little too harsh on this film adaptation of it. Been watching it again recently and thinking there are some things to be said for the change in media.
Yeah.
That you cannot get from, in other words, I'm going to give some credit to Joel Schumacher. He translates it well. I always talk about if you're going to adapt something, you should bring something to it to honor the medium that you've changed it to. And there are things you can do in movie that you can't do on stage. I'll point out a few of them as we go. I mean, obviously this, to begin with, the black and white. Also very, I don't know enough about film, but it's kind of choppy, as if it was an old silent film.
Yeah, I like that old wheelchair.
Yep. Yeah.
I like how the feet are encased rather than separated by those little stirrupy things.
Yep.
Of course, starting in 1919. Slasher Fred, yes, we have done Phantom of the Paradise.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Last year or the year before, something like that. It's all run together in my head. Miranda Richardson.
Oh, she's Madame Geary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the far future.
I always imagined Madame Geary significantly older, though.
I'm not sure you want that.
I used to have one of those little monkeys.
Yeah. Wrong movie.
Yeah, it's like it didn't have a music box, but it was just the monkey.
Yeah, it was very popular, yes. I love that. That's something subtle. Again, you can't get in a play.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm gonna let him have it.
Yeah, because she knows what it means to him.
Yes.
Is that Carrie Elways?
No. Gerard Butler. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah, Patrick Wilson and Gerard Butler. I will still insist are miscast. Neither one of them are singers.
Did you notice
Oh,
that the lot
no.
for the
Well,
chandelier is
666.
666?
I've known that
666,
since I first heard the libretto.
Oh, I profoundly disagree about Patrick Wilson.
Oh, he can sing. Yeah.
Mm,
I think so.
I love this scene, how they did this.
yeah.
Is
Okay, so this is another thing that I've got to say is another great use of the medium, because, well, you'll see it. I don't want to ruin it.
A little illumination, gentlemen.
Again, a very subtle use of sound that would have been much more projected in theater. Now, this does great homage to the original stage play, but now as the lights come on and the wind sweeps across the audience, it begins to you literally are going back in time,
Right.
as you, and here's how you know this is a Joel Schumacher film.
Nipples.
Nipples, exactly.
But I think when this hit, that's when I began to get transfixed
Yeah.
to this film. I just loved how they do this. I love stuff like this.
What does this remind me of Cinema Paradiso?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Nate. They did a really cool post for this today. Had me as the Phantom. I almost used it as a thing. You need to work on the beard though, Nate. I don't have that full beard. I only have the goatee.
The other thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is, of all the people who sing in this film, the one who has the best singing voice is dubbed, and that's Minnie Driver.
Yeah.
Why is she dubbed?
Because she didn't feel comfortable with the operatic. She doesn't sing opera.
It's a very hot.
The musical cues here are extended because they're showing scenes that would not have been in the original play, which they're all good scenes, though. I think it's good establishment. And again, this is something that you would get in a film that you can't get on stage.
Yeah, you wouldn't show all the backstage stuff on stage.
But I will also acknowledge that if Minnie Driver had been singing, it probably would have sounded a lot better. And it's not supposed to sound so good. It's supposed to be annoying.
Right.
Opera. It's in the title. It's yeah.
I think they're performing Hannibal.
Right. It is, however, a fictional opera written by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Oh gosh.
James Fleet.
Well, there is a difference.
Sarah Proctor was at a party with a bunch of actors last night. A lot of local Utah ones, some of whom had stories of meeting Robert Redford at Sundance.
Wow.
Bump of the shoulder type interactions. That was cool. Yep, rest in peace, Robert Redford. What a true icon. Emmy Rossum, 17 years old when she was filming this.
Yes. Now she was classically trained as a singer from a young age. Now she definitely has the diva thing down.
How do you not see Emmy Rossum?
Well,
Or then again, how do you not see Jennifer Ellison too?
We have, of course, been training her to be an assassin.
It's like, yeah, she's an offer, but I consider her to be my daughter. So keep your eyes and hands to yourself.
well, yeah. Protect the dress. Protect the dress.
Oh, she already yelled at the
Yeah, I
censors
know.
and said that her,
Oh,
her
it's
train
too
was too
long.
long.
It's too long. Well, you need to learn how to work with it.
You need to learn how to walk with the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Pianji trying to climb on that elephant is me trying to climb up things. Embarrassed.
Yeah. That's right out of the original stage play. I love it.
It's like, here she goes again.
Yeah. That's a reference to another Andrew Lloyd Webber play.
Boy, are their noses brown.
Yes, I do. My health. my mental health.
Slasher from the Family of the Opera, the fear of anyone who believes is different. Geek Flag just got here, having a dinner, a breakfast Burger, 4 strips of bacon, all beef patties, 2. Good God, man, I'm hungry now.
The bad part is she's singing it with an accent.
Well, she would. I mean, I am impressed with her Italian accent.
Oh, darn.
Oh.
Now, the Phantom, of course, is the villain of the story, but in this particular instance, I don't blame him in the slightest.
No.
Even the cleaning ladies are stuffing their ears.
I know,
with
right?
cotton.
Here I have a note. Yep.
Please let Juan and his friends drop the set on Minnie Driver. Signed, Epstein's mother.
That is the second reference to Welcome Back, Kotter that
Yeah.
I've heard today. I was thinking about it earlier today, and then suddenly, boom, here it is again.
Bye-bye. I'm really leaving.
I don't know what it was about the line bring my doggy in my boxy, but I say that whenever I storm out of rooms.
Yeah. It's the other thing. Madame Geary is the only one who speaks with a French accent, and they should all be speaking with French accents. Well, except the Italians, of course.
Question: what does the Phantom do with 20,000 francs? Oh, anything he wants.
Whatever he wants to, exactly. Well, wait. When you see how he's decked out the downstairs,
he's made use of finances. I'm sure he has like a network.
Yep.
Because even Madame Geary's probably, she knows who he is.
Yep. Look, everyone's like shocked. I will concede she is good.
Yeah.
She's no Sarah Brightman, but
well, few are.
Again, another great transition you could only do in cinema. They do something similar in the play, but in a very staged way. I can't think of any other way to say it.
Love that. I love the her hair like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was all set or if they had
I don't know. Or because it makes me think of Amadeus, where my understanding is they actually put real flame lights in and almost burn the damn place down.
No, I mean the entire crowd, like that big.
Oh yeah.
Building. It's very impressive. I love this shot too.
Yeah.
See, I don't think everybody was talking about the singing voices. I don't think anyone did a poor job at all. They might not be.
I will concede Patrick Wilson is better than I remember him being.
Yeah, I think he's a fine singer, and I think Gerard Butler did the. I mean, he had the farthest to go and the biggest role.
Yeah,
but I thought he did an admirable job.
I do like her digging down into the basement before rising into the rafters like that.
Yeah.
I just like the dress.
Oh yeah, the dress is incredible.
I will say, when I saw this in the theaters, young Sir Torin was in love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll bet.
Oh yeah. You get. She has the kind of eyes you get lost in.
Oh yeah.
And not to, I mean, just of course beyond the voice, just, but those eyes. Whew.
My understanding was that there was a little bit of concern between Rossum and Wilson because of their age difference.
Yeah.
But it's perfectly acceptable given the source material. And I would argue that Gerard Butler's character actually should have been older.
Yeah, well, even Andrew Lloyd Webber thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, they are planning to do another version. And he says he does want the fam to be in his mid to early 40s. At the time they
At
were doing
least,
this,
yeah.
Gerard Butler was 34, Patrick was 30, and of course Emmy was 17 when they were filming.
Of course, that was her father.
I love a chapel.
Mm-hmm.
Bravissimo.
Now, is Jennifer Ellison singing here? I'm assuming just about everyone did sing parts.
I think she is a singer,
because the Meg is just perfect.
The original choice to play Christine was Katie Holmes, who actually began working with a vocal coach, later replaced by Anne Hathaway.
I could have seen that one.
Couldn't do the role because of Princess Diaries 2. And then,
well, that's okay. She could tear her throat up later on with Les Miserables.
Yeah, and then Emmy Rossum came in.
Yeah, it's because he's a creep. I mean, really, that is he is watching her.
Yeah. Oh well.
That is creepy, you know.
But he's been training her as well, so he's got a vested interest.
I suppose.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying he's not a creeper, but you know, but he's a useful creeper. Geek Flag saying there's been over 40 television and film adaptations of the Phantom of the Opera. Not surprised at all.
Yeah, the thing that people should understand is when an original property falls into the public domain, you know, like these old novels that you know the classic Universal monsters are based on, you know. Oh no, we're not doing an adaptation of the Universal. We're doing an adaptation of the original novel.
And sometimes you end up with horror films like Popeye the Slayer Man.
Yeah, exactly.
So she knows about the Phantom.
Oh yes, she does.
Yeah, I
always in my head canon imagined that she probably knew him before, and she knew him as Eric. I don't know that to be true, but
I think they established that here.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, when he was a young boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they show a flashback scene where she's.
Yeah, there are a number of scenes that they've added to this that weren't in the.
Well, I mean, they'll change. They change the motivation for the Phantom a lot too. In Phantom of the Opera with Claude Rains from the 40s, he's actually Christine's father. Like I say, it could be the romance.
Who's that actor?
That's Patrick Wilson.
This Conjuring sequel's weird. You better not let Vera Farmiga catch you with her. Another one with beautiful eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, who dropped out? Deleted.
I wasn't watching.
Deleted.
Yeah. Yes.
He loses connection from time to time.
I lost Wi-Fi. We've been having some storms tonight.
Weather happens, yeah.
I gotta hook everything back up here and rejoin you on Cosme.
Okay.
Although I don't mind that the picture paused on Emmy Rossum, but I would like to continue with the rest of the film and see how it turns out.
Exactly.
Well, to get ready to have the big meetup. A fashion. I love this.
I love the candles going out because in reality, you know that what's happening is he's opening a sliding door,
right?
That changes the pressure in the room, so it would cause candles to possibly be blown out.
Physics in the Movie, brought to you by Troy Pacelli.
Well, I honestly believe that the director thought these things through.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just thought it'd be funny throwing that out there.
Child, you shall know me. See why in shadow I hide. Oh.
This is another effect that is duplicated from the original stage play. It's much more grandiose, I think, because it has to be when it's on stage with some fairly bright lights. But this is well done.
Okay, so I have a kind of a funny story about the upcoming song. When I was in college, the theater started this annual cabaret, and the two people that were like spearheading it did Phantom of the Opera.
Is the Cosby pause? Samuel Proctor is asking.
No, Cosme has a nasty penchant for pausing. I don't understand it, and it's why I don't like Cosme. So you need to jiggle your mouse. You need to, move the window around, make it smaller, make it larger until it starts moving again. Or even refresh it.
And who's playing the Phantom?
Gerard Butler.
This is Paris.
Yes, it's King Leonidas. We never see his abs in this movie, though.
So during the performance, when they're in the boat, he's got the guy playing the Phantom has the torch up.
Right.
He actually saw the torch go up and take one of the curtains.
Oh.
And so next thing you know, the smoke coming out of the backstage was a fire extinguisher.
Oh gosh.
Would have added to the mood, I guess.
It sure would, I suppose.
Inside your mind.
I think I've been generous with everything else. I can't give Gerard Butler as much grace because I'm still comparing him to Michael Crawford.
You can't compare him to Michael Crawford.
I know.
I'm saying you just don't. I think he was, I think he did a fine job.
I will give that he was serviceable.
He's serviceable. And that's a word I use sometimes in my 10-word reviews. Serviceable. Nope. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not over the top great or anything, but perfectly fine.
The only thing that gets me though is, and you're right, I've done this with a lot of movies where I may have not cared for them initially, but then films that have come out since then have been so terrible, they make previous movies look better by comparison. I've seen Cats. I've seen Les Miserables since this. This is perfection by comparison to those.
Yeah.
I just have one question, though. When is Russell Crowe coming on? Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes, he should have played Piangi. Are you not entertained? Yeah, see, this is where all of his money's gone.
His Batcave.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice little cape flip.
Yeah.
This version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show is not what I was expecting.
I would say.
So you know what Phantom movie? This is definitely better. The Universal one. That one was Strange, one of the few mediocre Universal monster movies.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the Claude Rains one? Or the original Lon Chaney? The Claude Rains one is serviceable.
Yeah, exactly.
Sensation.
I always found fascinating about this song was if you listen to the original cast recording, Michael Crawford throughout most of it has this like almost nasal quality to his voice,
Right.
not in a bad way, but when he drops into Music of the Night, it changes completely.
Yep, I've noticed that myself. Yeah,
that was the very first song I'd ever heard from Phantom, so I thought he sang the whole role that way, and I was kind of like, it kind of threw me a bit. Eventually, though, like everyone else, I came to realize he was the best.
Right. And I'm sure you've also noticed too the two different versions of Music of the Night. There is the release/promotional version and the libretto version, which is a little bit more disjointed.
Definitely his muse.
Yeah.
Also always got me in all the art direction promotional materials for the Broadway show. They always show a mask, full mask, not the half mask.
Right.
That always bugged me.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I had in some of the posters promotional for the film, they showed the mask on the other side. Always bugged me.
Yeah.
That's why when
it's kind of like seeing.
When I was doing the thumbnail, I had to find it with the right side.
Right. It's almost like when you are watching a Superman movie and they have him flipped and you see the S backwards.
It's like, this is not Bizarro.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a very sexy song.
When Netter and I were dating, I surprised her in her apartment. I was out on the balcony dressed as the Phantom, mask and all. And when she came in, I used her stereo with the remote to crank Phantom of the Opera as I came in.
You were then, of course, immediately shot.
Yeah, that could have gone very badly if I hadn't planned it right.
He was worried about that note. I mean, Gerard Butler took it. He was worried about doing the film, and I'm sure he knew his limitations. But I gotta give credit. I thought he was. She's 17, dude.
Yeah.
What you're thinking is shameless.
Thank you. Big Al presents, ladies and gentlemen. He's here all night.
Waka waka.
I know you get the same kind of creepiness from Labyrinth with Jennifer Connelly, and that's actually really good too.
Yeah, they were gonna make an actual model of her, but they ran out of time, so that's actually her standing there. Love that bed. Wouldn't mind laying in a big old swan. You know what bed I always thought looked uncomfortable was Superman's bed, Superman 2.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not like they were doing a lot of sleeping in it.
No, I will eventually. But
and to its credit, they have recorded their singing in a studio under perfect conditions,
right.
Where, as opposed to Les Mis,
a little tweak here and there.
yeah, subtly enough that you don't notice it. Whereas Les Mis was,
On
live
screen.
during the performance, and it was just take after take after take until their voices were gone. And thank you.
Meanwhile,
this pre-industrial era, the age of consent is considered lower at the time.
Well,
Maybe a
okay,
product.
that is true. It's the age difference that makes it creepy, though, because
But like even back then, when we were watching like Pride and Prejudice, there was a good age difference between Darcy and Elizabeth, and even Knightley and Emma as well.
But Darcy was not in a position of power over her like a teacher.
No, true.
That's probably what makes it the creepiest.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Oh,
Okay, she's not going to get as far as the Phantom to Christine because there was a horse ride, there was a boat ride.
Don't do that, Radar. Oh no, theater people.
Oh yeah.
Can confirm.
I've done a few stage productions, I will say. Teddy and Arsenic and Old Lace.
I was Mortimer and Arsenic and Old Lace.
And I was a drama club letterman, so I have no room to talk.
Okay, hold your tongue.
Yeah. At the level of your eyes.
Jeez, okay. Just
because
turned into Sleepy Hollow real quick, didn't it?
Well, because the Punjabi lariat, the only defense against it is holding your hand at the level of your eye to keep it away from your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Proctor couldn't stand watching Les Mis. It was like watching an action movie that was all action, no breaks.
Yeah. Les Mis is my favorite stage play, hands down, but that film adaptation hurts. It hurts for how good it could have and should have been. Yeah, take it as a compliment. She actually called you a man, all right?
He is. He's just disfigured.
Although this isn't a horror story in the classic sense, he's pretty villainous.
Yeah. Outlaw Bill, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Bill.
There's an interesting Elseworld comic that puts Batman in this story with obviously the Phantom being Two-Face.
Oh, cool. And did you know that they did a sequel to the musical called Love Never Dies?
Oh, Lord.
I did not. I can't even imagine.
It did not do well.
I would imagine not, yeah. Was it Andrew Lloyd Webber as well?
Yes, it was.
It was a continuation of the Phantom story with... I don't remember. I read about it once. I can't remember the story of it, though. Which is probably for the best.
It's for the best.
Apparently, there's a film adaptation of it.
Who's in it?
Let me see. Gerard Butler. No, I'm kidding. Anna O'Byrne plays Christine Daae. Ben Lewis plays the Phantom, and Simon Gleason plays Raoul.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody that I know of.
You have these flashbacks a lot, increasingly today.
Sally Field.
Oh, the Flying Nun.
And same idea. I would Sally Field. You just went Flying Nun.
Here I have a note. Let me see it.
Gossip's worth its weight in gold.
I actually love this piece because I love these two playing off each other. It's the little comedy in the middle.
Yeah. That's quite a hairdo Karen Hines got too.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the prequel to Space Ghost. Okay. Makes sense.
It's the same universe as Gotham by Gaslight, Troy.
Pardon me?
Gotham by Gaslight. Samuel Proctor was wondering if it was the same universe, the one with.
It may have been a sequel to Gotham by Gaslight. You might be right about that. There was actually 3 stories set in that world.
Oh, he's been busy. He will, of course, now work to remove the ghost from the premises.
Let me see it. I kind of like that.
Yeah, nice little
It works.
transition.
It works really cool in cinema. Is silent. Ideal. So much for amiable. We're done with amiable.
Yeah, making this a little personal now.
I've always wanted a. I've always wanted one of those. What are they called? Stamp things.
Well, yeah. Is this not what you want?
Well, if she's not singing there at the opera house, she doesn't have a job.
She really doesn't deserve one.
Mm-hmm.
At least not as a singer.
It makes you wonder if she was good at one time.
You know, that's a great point because it's very clear that she's become so full of herself. And that's
Right.
why her, going up and down the scales, it comes off very, Whitney Houston, right? Who had a wonderful singing voice, but she was too much. And every song sounded labored.
The world wants you.
No, the world does not want her. See, the entertainment industry has been this way for hundreds of years. Completely clueless what people actually want.
How could you not love a diva who carries around a big old painting of herself, though?
Right.
Because she's a diva.
We now return to 4 musicals and a Phantom already in progress.
Okay, Piangi really brought something to that one.
That is not how you tie up a corset.
No, especially not if you're going to be singing.
Talk about kissing someone's ass.
Right.
Oh.
These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time. One day more. Wait.
It's just the story.
That is a big wig.
That headpiece must be heavy.
Yes.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Oh, we're about to go to DEF CON 1, aren't we?
Mhm. The box seat has not been left open for him. They have cast the wrong person in the wrong role. He is not going to be happy. A disaster beyond their imagination shall occur. So you don't get something like that in the play where you see the
switch,
the spray, being switched. It's just implied that it has happened when you see the result. There is a difference.
Well, it's all a matter of perspective.
Oh, that's coming down.
Yep.
Ed, quick, switch seats.
It's like, yeah, I'm not messing around with notes anymore, folks.
All right, damn.
Oh, you think?
Be a part.
This would be a bit of a challenge for them, yeah. They weren't prepared for that, so.
Well, they weren't prepared for anything that just happened.
Well, true.
Or it's still going to happen.
Yep.
Well,
You
you
are
went
up there,
looking for
dude.
someone and you found
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Why are you so surprised, dude?
Too late now.
That probably is the most tragic. He knows better, and yet he walks right into it.
Probably wanted to impress some little dancer girl. Be the man who caught the phantom.
David Carradine stars in The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh,
man. You think? Clever observation, girl.
Well, she's perfectly safe. Well, at the moment.
What?
That's the other thing. When it becomes pretty obvious that there is someone doing something, there is no opera ghost. There kind of is, dude. Somebody's doing something.
Right. You may not be a true ghost.
Right.
There's a phantom.
Oh, what a note. I love he's still in denial that there's anything. Whoop, everything's just an accident.
It's a recurring trope, right?
Yeah.
Because this whole idea of this Enlightenment period, the rationale, there is no, supernatural and blah blah blah. But then you had the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle types that were like, there does come a point where rationale only takes you so far. And you can't, if you are going to be rational, you can't ignore evidence either.
Somebody's doing something. A man is
exactly.
hanging.
You know what? I think I actually saw this Love Never Dies before. You're right. It was terrible. Takes place on Coney Island.
Yeah.
That
was there was a sci-fi version of the Phantom of the Opera.
Right. Well, yeah.
I mean,
the Robert Englund one was a time travel story, so
Family of the Paradise was kind of trippy. I don't know if I'd call it a sci-fi though.
The Robert Englund version I actually kind of liked. It had the benefit of being something completely different.
But see, I always put myself in the Phantom's point of view here. This is crushing him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he does love Christine. I love the flurrying snow too. It adds a nice atmosphere. I wonder if that was really his hair.
I was honestly thinking that earlier in the play or in the film.
It doesn't look like a wig.
And that's what I was thinking too. And I'm trying to think, well, is
Could be
it some sort of an extension, a weave, or something like that?
Well, just grew out his hair for the role.
Could have, yeah.
Maybe.
His hair is longer in Watchmen, but everybody had that big 80s hair in that movie.
That's true.
The opera house has fallen.
Phantom, the proto, I'm a nice guy, I swear.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, he is twisted. I mean, because of his life.
Yeah.
If he had been raised by the right people, even with his disfigurement, if he had just had the right people, the right circumstance.
There is also an implied level of insanity, you know.
Say before, it's like a genius place to put a kiss when you say "you," matching the lip movement as the incoming kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was like that was the moment the switch flipped.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a switch from the play, because it was at that moment that the chandelier incident is supposed to happen.
Right. Yeah.
After the which would then go into intermission, and then when they come back from the intermission, they've jumped forward in time and they're putting in a new chandelier. And so they rework it, and I was never really clear why they make the change. It's not terrible, but it was like a but why though kind of a change.
Probably just a narrative thing for the film.
I guess.
Looking at this, Swarovski Crystal, which is the guys that did the chandelier for the movie.
Correct.
The basketball. Definitely not too subtle about themselves, are they? Cocking around. I do like the ram horns.
Yeah.
Though. Those are cool.
What's interesting is they're singing about all these different colors, but all I see is black and white.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably a point to that, especially when the big the contrast of when he comes in,
when the Phantom arrives. Exactly. And there are muted colors there. You're seeing yellows, you're seeing burgundies and so forth.
But it's a predominant black and white.
Right.
But it's probably a good reason for that, because previously the Phantom, he's black and white and everybody else is big in color. And now it's kind of flipped for this scene.
To our friends who are here, they had to change the line because the line would have been to our new chandelier.
Right.
Again, a change that I don't understand why it had to happen. Here's another thing I don't care for: the spoken lines that should be sung. And I feel like I always have to do this whenever we're talking about an Andrew Lloyd Webber production. Yes, he's brilliant. He really is. I don't think Tim Rice gets enough credit.
No.
It's like the Bob Kane, Bill Finger thing.
Yeah.
Or
Stan Lee, Steve
Stan Lee
Ditko.
and Jack Kirby. Exactly. Exactly.
So whether he's wearing a wig or not, according to Gemini, there is no definitive answer. whether he was or just a blog post of fan discussion of whether it was a wig or not. I guess we'll just have to ask Patrick. Though I do like this imagery, I love the full blown version with the hat and the staff and.
But we weren't in the office.
So, Raul, you were saying there is no Phantom of the Opera?
No, Miranda Richardson did such a subtle look then. It tells you she knows the pain he's going through.
Damage!
Whoop.
A reference to the original novel. He used mirrors to torture people.
So apparently she knew her way through the mirrored area.
You look at the lighting system here, you're surprised that Paris didn't burn down more.
True. this is very clearly at a period where, because by the time you see, the scenes at the beginning, that take place in the so-called present,
Right.
they're starting to introduce electric lights.
And now we get the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there was a time jump there, Nate.
The origin story of Nicolas Cage.
Okay, so some of this is taken from the original novel as well, but of course none of this is in the play.
I didn't know this
Nate
was
does-
an Elephant Man prequel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whoops.
Samuel Proctor saying, I don't get the Nicolas Cage joke.
Nicolas Cage. They're suggesting that he's his origin might be not quite so natural.
Yeah.
Which he's an oddball, so can kind of understand.
Well, I mean, he is quite elderly.
Right. There's also the 100-year-old portrait that looks like him, suggesting he's hundreds of years old. That's an urban legend we could have talked about last night.
So he was snooping on the job.
Yep. Right, because the cabman would know exactly which grave would be your father's.
She might have told him earlier when she gave him the money.
Oh, perhaps.
He's going to have a sore crotch.
Yeah.
Geek Flag saying genius and madness often walk hand in hand. That is true.
Don't blink.
Blink and you're dead.
I can't see an angel statue ever without thinking that.
I know, right?
Or really any statue.
Yeah.
Scream and your entire staff dies. Ultron.
Ultron, yeah.
You know, I know we're supposed to do commentary, but sometimes you just get so into the music.
Yeah.
I actually forgot how much I. Oh.
No, I was just saying, I love the set design.
I mean, this has got to be a set, right? This isn't a location shot.
I wouldn't think.
Oh, I'm on the IMDb page. I should be able to find out.
I don't remember them saying anything about it.
Forgot how much I loved all the songs in this movie.
Yeah, the whole thing was done on E-Stage Pinewood Studios.
Wow. Sam Proctor, I know of a cemetery not that far from me where you wouldn't have that problem with statues because the lone statue is a statue of Christ.
Mm.
My great grandparents are buried there.
Mm.
And you were asking how did he know which grave? Well, he could have been the guy who's taken her there many times.
Good point.
The movie was Oscar nominated for both cinematography and production design, lost both to The Aviator.
Mm. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one.
So Torrance, what if Jesus only likes you as a friend? What if you're the only one he doesn't love? Jesus loves everybody.
I should hope not.
But like I said, the Claude Rains one he does. Hey, you could really use that Spartan shield right about now. I love his sword.
It's so easy.
He had him.
Oh, he's a ghost. Could he really have killed him?
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. Something tells me this man is not sane.
No. Yeah, not at all.
And we'll have a full house.
Hey, cops in Paris with guns. What a novelty.
Yeah.
Stop. Or we'll say stop again.
Or run the other way.
Yeah.
French self-defense course.
And upon arriving at the opera house, they immediately surrendered.
I have to ask. I don't know who, anybody here. Have anyone here seen the pirate movie with Christy McNichol?
Oh, a long time. Well, yeah, because I went out of my way to watch every movie Christy McNichols was ever in.
Oh, my sympathies.
You remember the police officers in that one?
Yes.
I love those guys. They're so funny. I might have to pull that film out one day to put on here. And then try to find a version of Pirates of Penzance to counterpoint it.
But there was one that was filmed with Linda Ronstadt, I think.
Is that similar with Kevin Kline?
Yes.
True. Now he understands.
Senator Proctor said at this point, the French surrender joke's a century ahead of its time. At this time, France is known for its military and cultural dominance in Europe.
Yeah, and the French resistance was were no pushovers either during World War II. So yeah.
No. Don Juan. It's amazing actually how quickly they were able to put together a show and learn lines and songs and everything like that. Ooh.
I'm Batman.
I was thinking it was like Batman just flying out of nowhere.
Well, it is Joel Schumacher, right? That was.
Ooh, she's barefoot. Me likey.
George Clooney is Bela Lugosi in
Yeah.
They're like, he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, exactly.
And he got handsome.
I do like that mask.
Mm-hmm.
So it just took them that long to figure out who it was. Ooh, nice little fall from the shoulder there.
Focus on the shoulders, not on the guns that are pointed at you.
PG-13.
Trust me, when I saw this in the theaters, I was focused on that too.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Hey, Curtis Selby.
Hello.
He used to sing some of these songs when working at Walmart at night. I bet that was good acoustics. Yep, not like watching your girlfriend
Get macked on by some crazy
crazy guy.
opera ghost. Yeah.
The full reveal.
Yeah.
He's burned.
Yep.
Kind of looks like Brendan Fraser. Here we go. My whole youth right there in a nutshell.
Aw.
Sarah Parker said, his scar is more intense than I remembered. It's no Lon Chaney, but I find it more believable now.
Yeah.
Because you get the impression that he had more than the mask. No, because he definitely would have had a wig. And he might have even used some kind of a makeup or something to hide some aspects of it.
Samuel Proctor says the scar is more intense than I remembered. Yeah, and it's way toned down from the way it appeared in the stage production.
Troy's not paying attention. I read that.
Why does he have his hands at the level of his eyes?
Because if someone drops a noose, it goes over your wrist so that you can't be strangled.
I mean, unless you have pipe cleaners for arms, and then maybe it'll.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Gary Oldman. No, still Gerard Butler. I'm not an action hero. I'm a character actor, so I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have high enough billing for this.
Seriously?
He rolled poorly on his fine traps roll. Well, that was the last breath you're going to get because you can't reach the air now.
That one little clip there was done in reverse because you could see the bubbles going into his nose.
Yeah, that was to extend the time that he's underwater without actually putting the actor in danger.
Right about now, my lungs are aching for air. Okay, I agree. Mistakes are made.
Sam Proctor's like, he has no right ear. I was like, never mind, it's just the lighting.
Yep.
That's
the whole point.
That was the big thing. It's not your face. It's what's in your soul. That one hit me too. The world should know compassion to me.
That's fine. So you take it out on everyone else, and that makes you know better.
How again?
You didn't put your hand up around eye level.
This is Sparta!
The solid groundwork for any good relationship. Emotional blackmail.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it used to happen on Dallas and Falcon Crest and Knots Landing all the time. Any daytime soap opera? Curtis Selby, and like a leftist, she gave him her mind blindly.
Yeah, exactly.
Echoing growls
Yeah.
earlier.
But isn't that the ring that Raoul gave her earlier and the Phantom just gave back to her?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
now she's giving it back to the Phantom, even though it's the
Yep.
ring that Raoul gave it to her.
"7 days." Oh, wait.
It's like it's giving him something to remember her by, because she knows he has to leave there. He's not going to be able to take anything. The cavalry is coming.
Right.
Question: when were the soldiers supposed to fire at the Phantom during the play? They weren't doing anything. They seemed to get ready, but didn't do anything.
They weren't expecting him to be in the play. That was the thing. They were expecting him to go to box
5.
Box five, right?
Yeah. And plus, if they'd shot, they could have hit anybody on stage.
Well, that's 10 years bad luck.
Well, he's had a whole life of bad luck.
Yeah.
Nate says this Two-Face movie is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is really intense.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, hi, Meg.
No, Billy D. Williams.
Oh, yeah, watch it.
He must have had some work done.
Just say he's gone. So they stop hunting him.
Yeah, now he's got to get ready for the sequel.
I'll have to watch the sequel just to know it, just to experience it. That was a good transition.
Yeah.
She takes a mask. No, I am the new Phantom.
Right. Actually, if this was done today, that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah. Christine.
So they did marry.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah, she was the Countess, and she died 2 years previous. This was 1917. Beloved wife and mother. Now, right here, when I first watched this, I broke. I broke.
Yeah.
I was so emotionally raw by this time. I could still remember the warmth on my face from the tears.
I do like the touch that the flower's red, just like in the 1925. I like that.
Right.
I just noticed that.
Curtis, I was like, I'm not crying, you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Directed by Joel Schumacher, who got the role because of the Lost Boys.
Interesting.
They saw
I
Lost
keep
Boys.
forgetting that.
They liked his direction on that. And this was a brand new song that they wrote for the film.
Specifically for Minnie Driver, since she didn't get to sing anything else in the movie.
Yeah. I think this was nominated for, was this nominated for song?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I thought so. Simon Callow. I always like Simon Callow. Curtis, I was like, I prefer the live action musical, but I still like the film. Oh, you know, when you see something live, there's just an energy, you feel a part of it more.
Yeah.
Being there.
I think the biggest failing of the sequel is this story doesn't lend itself to a sequel.
No,
it is a full story with an ending. Where do you expect to go with it from there?
Well, did the stage musical end this way too, or did it just end with him leaving?
It specifically ends with Meg finding the mask.
Oh, okay. So maybe he did the music. Maybe he did the sequel for the stage show, not necessarily the film.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
So it's just.
But again,
but some things don't need, a sequel.
It also takes away the whole,
mystique.
Well, I was going to say certain degree of redemption for Eric when he says, "Go now and leave me," But I'm going to come back and try again,
Yeah. Also, I don't know. I don't know what happens in the sequel, really.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, it's the way they do it here. It's a nice turn. It's like he let her go, but he always loved her.
Right.
And that with the flower in the ring, it's all you needed to know. That one, he was still around, and two, that he still loved her. The candelabra holders.
Probably the first time that's been a credit since Liberace died.
Well, you got to, if your arm is in the picture, hold the candle in the wall. I guess you got to get a credit.
True.
I mean, if Willy Wonka was made today, those little hands holding the clothes would have gotten the credit.
True.
Or they'd be forced out by Peter Dinklage.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly right.
Not every movie needs a sequel. You know what? I mostly agree with that. Well, you did say, not every movie. True. That is true. I used to think that about Terminator, but then they did Terminator 2, which was awesome. and should have stopped there. But
Yeah. Exactly.
so deleted scenes. Your first time. What'd you think?
Yes, sir. Good film.
Yeah,
Good film. I
it,
enjoyed it.
like I said, I really love it. Like I said, it holds more of an emotional impact for me because of 2006, or as I still like to refer to it, 2000 sucks, because that was the suckiest year of my life almost. Up until that point, but then about 5 years later, boom, got slapped down again. That's when I was away from home for 13 months.
Now,
I look back and I'm like, wow, doesn't feel like that anymore. What were you going to say? Sure.
Deleted. Had you seen the stage play?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Plasters Leeward. I mean, it's got to have a, you can tell by this because there's still, how many minutes? Still 2 minutes of credits left, but
yeah,
there had to be a
lot of people
army behind this film.
Well, yeah, you see
like
this sculptors. You're like, I could almost go, really? That's all the sculptors they had? There was a lot of sculpture.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff done there. Yeah. Abbey Road.
One thing I didn't mention, though, that I really enjoy about this, and usually adaptations of any musical, is that they're not limited by the size of the theater for the orchestra.
Right.
And when I hear the opening of Phantom, this is the version I hear, not the original cast album, because it's just so.
It's bigger. It's more.
Yeah, and I feel like that is. I'm sure if he had the capacity to do it, Andrew Lloyd Webber would have wanted it that way.
Oh yeah, right. It's a way to see the biggest and most grandiose version that you're able to do.
I will.
I mean, it's like if you're going to do a score for a movie, you'd really like to get John Williams, but if we can't get that,
There is one other thing that I feel is really you can't reproduce in film that you can in live, is the thing with the chandelier. When the chandelier is taken up and drops back down again, you are the audience of the opera house. So it's coming down on you and it's lifting up above you.
Well, what's funny is when I went with Troy to see this at the theater, and the chandelier comes off, he had already told me what was going to be happening. And we're kind of sitting on the aisle, and it comes down off the stage, and some little old ladies behind us are going, ah!
Yeah, it really does look like it's going to hit you. But there you go.
That is the Phantom of the Opera 2004, a beautiful musical. I wish I had seen the stage play version of it. But I've got this one. It means a lot to me. Every now and then I pull it out just to watch it, but I hadn't watched it in about maybe 2-3 years now. But I will every now and then I'll get that earworm. And I've had that earworm for 2 weeks now. Yeah. I've just been going through the house like I'll be like cooking my breakfast or dinner or something and just kind of whistling it. Scramble the eggs and make the bacon,
I have a bunch of different versions of this. I have the condensed version on cassette. I have the 2 cassette, Broadway version. I've got the multi-CD. I think it's at least 3 CDs. I don't remember how many. Full libretto. I've listened to many times.
I have the original cast recording. I have this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have anything. I think that's all I have. I have like an Andrew Lloyd Webber compilation too. It's got.
Oh yeah. The music of Andrew Lloyd Webber. That's a great album.
I've got that. I've got Sarah Brightman. I've got
exactly.
Her too. So because when I worked at Borders, Sarah Brightman, you could put her on the main part of the store. Back in the music section, where we had a music section before they blew everything up, we could play like a little more rock stuff. But every now and then, I'd like to sneak in something like Phantom or Titanic. But
the best thing about the stage performance of the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber was Michael Crawford. He in our and I'm sure this was part of the general thing wherever he performed. He performed Phantom of the Opera, of course, and then he said, "I appreciate this opportunity because and he would talk candidly about his behind the scenes and so forth, and how he had really wanted to play the role of Raoul, but." He didn't. He ended up with the Phantom. He says, and it's a great role. He says, but I always wanted to sing this one, and that's when Sarah Brightman came out and they sang "All I Ask of You," and it was just amazing. It was just amazing. Yeah,
I'm sure that's going to be somewhere.
That he got an opportunity to sing "All I Ask of You," but then to hear him sing it was just amazing.
Yeah, he's really He's awesome, and somebody else who's kind of got a famous performance with it for like a one-time off thing, Antonio Banderas, who actually wanted to do the film. And,
I could have seen that. Yeah, I could have seen him in that role. Sure.
He I think there's I forget where he did it, but I think it's him and Sarah Brightman.
Nice.
I'm not sure if it was her or not, but I know he did a version of that little thing. But yeah, I just thank everybody for joining us. Sir Torn, what do you do YouTube stuff, or is this pretty much just pop in every now and
then? Right now, it's popping in every now and then.
But I do want to thank you for joining in anytime we do a musical or if there's a you got just let me know if you ever want to pop in. That's fine. And do you want to say anything to everybody before we go out, before I go around the horn with everybody else?
Well, two things. One, thank you for having me, and one is a story about Andrew Lloyd Webber songs. I think Troy will appreciate this. I watched this video. It was Colm Wilkinson talking about being in a production of Jesus Christ Superstar, where he played Judas. But he said, but there's this one song in the musical that's sung by Jesus, Gethsemane.
Yeah.
He said, so I went to the actor who played Jesus and I said, hey, can we switch? And our Lord said yes, but management said no way. So during that concert, he actually got to sing it, and I think it's on YouTube. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Deleted scenes. What you got coming up?
Well, all right. Well, I will be right after the broadcast, joining Outlaw Bill for his after hours karaoke program tomorrow at I believe it's going to be 4 p.m. On the East Coast. I am going to be joining Gorilla's Random Thoughts for his live show. And tomorrow night at 8 will be the next episode of my program, Unscripted.
And from what I've seen of your thumbnail, it's going to be an interesting one. Because hold tight, Jimmy.
Yes.
But I thought let's do this the way we usually do, which is by time. After Unscripted tomorrow night, we'll have Geeky Geezers on Aged Boomers channel with Troy Pacelli and the Geekette. Any preview? I know you're going to have something with Robert Redford.
Yeah, he'll absolutely be our what do you call it? The
good old days?
In remembrance.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason my computer has just completely decided to stop working for me. Bear with me a second. Here we go. Yeah, give me a second, please. So my intent is to have a new opening actually for Geeky Geezers. So that might actually be kind of fun.
It is fun. I've heard it.
Yeah, she's heard it already. We will be talking about, I haven't even read most of these articles. A lot of game news. We're actually going to be talking about that. What's it called? The documentary they're doing on John Candy.
Yeah. I like me.
Yes, exactly.
The line from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yep, exactly. And of course, we'll be talking about the Kimmel situation and Nexstar. That's let's face it, that's probably the biggest entertainment news of the week. So yeah, that's what's coming up.
Very cool. And then, do you have a reserve seat after that? Deleted seats. Deleted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, not this week.
Not this week. Okay. So that leads us into Monday night. Monday member of the movie.
Yeah.
Troy's going to show a movie.
Yes, I am. I will.
For members,
be revisiting F1 because we weren't able to watch it last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I now that I seem to have Cosme working again, we'll be able to do that. But just so you know, I am starting to look into using Discord as a more reliable resource. Besides, I want to start building the Discord for Last Call a little bit more. So
check out, Discord's becoming a little controversial lately.
Well, yes, that is true. But that's what I've got planned for Monday for the members.
Okay, and that leads us into Tuesday live at Sparkwood 21. Or do you have a mystery movie? Oh wait, did I miss something?
Yes, I do have the Mystery Movie Night podcast. That will be at 7, right before live from Sparkwood 21.
Very cool. And then live at Sparkwood 21. What's this week's?
We will be looking at the first half of Dynamic 01, which is a number of short films from David Lynch's I don't know what you'd call it, premium webpage. So people that had been members, it had gotten to see a number of his short films with commentaries, and he actually answered fan questions. So we'll be looking at the first half of that on Monday.
Tuesday.
That's what I meant. Tuesday. Yes.
That place, yeah.
And then after that, Blake 7 on your channel.
We're gonna. I didn't get to show it last week, so we will be revisiting the episode Assassin.
Very cool. Anything on Wednesday? Anybody?
No.
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Okie doke. And then into Thursday.
On Thursday things, my special guest will be I Am the 13th Child. We're trying again since he had technical difficulties a couple weeks ago when he was on. And so we're going to have him back. And also last week, I had talked about cold and flu remedies and showed a video on how to make the homemade cough drops. I just dropped that yesterday, as a standalone video, so you can
Yeah,
go
I saw
check
that,
that
yeah.
out if you don't feel like going back to Thursday things to watch it there.
You have the same yellow colander I do, that Tupperware colander.
Yeah.
I have one. I have two, actually.
Gosh, I've had that forever.
I know.
I
I
think
do
I
too.
actually got it from my mom.
Yeah, it's like that's why I got it from my mom. Well, I got everything from my mom actually, but yeah, it's like I saw that. I'm like, I know that colander. I use that colander all the time.
Yeah,
But
my
yes,
mom used to get a lot of like the Tupperware type stuff, and I think that's where it came from.
I love Tupperware. Tupperware is awesome. You know what I would like to get Tupperware wise? Remember those tall salt and pepper shakers?
Oh yeah,
The curvy ones. Those are cool. But anyway, after Thursday things, do you have a week? What do you call it? Deleted scenes?
Coming attractions.
Coming attractions. Sorry.
That's going to be at approximately 11:30, and also earlier that day, I have the return of Action Theater, regular day and time, Thursday at 4:30, and which I co-host with Outlaw Bill, and this week's movie will be Sahara with Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh, that's cool. And then on Friday at 8 p.m., I want to see if I can do this. Let me try something here. I will be joined by Deleted Scenes and a very special guest, Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music. Let me see if I can. Will this work? There we hey, it worked. There we go. Films with Friends. We're going to be watching Pumpkinhead. For each of man's evils, a special demon exists. I just wanted to see if I could do that and make it work. So yeah, going to be joined by Corey, which is a lot of fun. Inspired by the fact that I heard on one of his podcasts that he had never seen it. So I like doing that for people. I've done it for Deleted Scenes several times, and now I could do it for Corey, and Deleted's done it for me. I would have never watched the Crocodile Hunter movie if it wasn't for Deleted Scenes, and I'm glad I did. Of course, then that will lead into Last Call with Troy Pacelli, but that entire week, Monday through Friday at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern, you have Liquid Lunch.
Yes, he
which
does.
we
That's
continue to kind of forget about. But always the Friday show of Liquid Lunch is always special because that will let you know ahead of time what he's going to be drinking an excessive amount of.
Yeah, I was just taking a drink when you said that. I almost spewed.
So
yeah,
definitely check out Liquid Lunch. It's always a fun show. Every day is a little different. And like I said, Friday you learn a little bit about the alcohol, the I want to say the
what I'll be sipping
culture,
on.
the liquid culture. You know, you learn
There
a
you
little bit about a drink, a little history of certain things, even garnishes, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you'll find out what he's drinking. Anything you guys know of anything you're doing next Friday yet?
Yes. Well, I'm not.
We'll be drinking in excess.
Yeah.
I'll probably moderate it a little bit because I am expecting to have a guest. I'm not ready to divulge just yet because I want to confirm with him. But my goal is to have a guest this Friday. If not, if he can't make it, I understand he's a busy guy. We'll go a different route. But yeah, I'll let you know after I get confirmation.
Awesome. And then on Saturday on Netter's Retro Cinema,
we are going to be watching a 1962, the year I was born, American comedy drama film directed by Gene Kelly and starring Jackie Gleason called Guizot.
Oh, Guizot.
Whoa! Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
Jackie Gleason in this movie plays a deaf mute,
Yeah.
and he was actually up for a Golden Globe Award, lost to Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
It was stolen from
yeah.
him. It really was.
Yeah, I agree.
I've never seen that, but I know of it. So
You are gonna love it. I know you are.
Yeah,
Gonna
And Jackie Gleason received story credit and music credit for it.
awesome.
Interesting.
So yeah, that'll be good. The next Saturday night films with friends for me is going to be from 1970. I want to say 6. I don't know offhand but Carrie with Sissy Spacek, one of the first Stephen King films. No matter what we think of the man, I mean, the movie, let's enjoy the woman going crazy at the prom. That's gotta be good. And John Travolta getting his ass kicked too.
Yeah, exactly.
So watch that, and it's going to be October's a little confusing because my fault. I miscalculated something, but the 11th is going to be Netter, and then the 18th we're still got to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I think we're gonna like brainstorm a couple of movies that he likes, a couple of movies I like, throw them up into a poll and say, pick.
Pick one, and then the following week that'll be the 18th, and then the following week is me again. So
And then
I'll be back on track. It was me because I miscalculated, and that all my fault. But do you want to say, let's go around? Sir Torn, any final words, or are you good?
I am good. Thank you for having me once again.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for being here. Deleted scenes. Any final words?
Once again, thank you for having me on tonight on short notice. Had a lot of fun watching a good movie with friends here. And thank you to everyone who joined us here in the live chat and on Cosme. Remember that if you are joining this broadcast on the delay, well, you're out of luck because we were not able to show the movie live. It's a YouTube guideline, folks. There's nothing we can do about it. This movie is available pretty much everywhere, so you can find it easily. And as I always say at the end of every show, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy. Patrick Wilson can sing.
Yeah.
Because this is how we win.
He has Broadway cred. I didn't know that. Sorry. Troy, any final words or things you want to promote?
Yeah, I just was amazed that I released the radio edit of my last call closing credits theme, and it was the third highest viewed video on my channel all year, and that was overnight. So I was pretty amazed by that. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the themes that I do on my various channels, or various shows and whatnot, I do have a playlist on my channel to listen to the songs, separate from the show, just to listen to them, and look forward to tomorrow a new theme for Geeky Geezers.
Awesome. Awesome. Of course, we'll let Netter close out as we always do. Mm-hmm. So, as for me, I want to thank everyone for joining in. Of course, Films with Friends and Netter's Retro Cinema. Always my favorite times during the week. I love sharing movies and watching them with friends. It's a lot better than doing it alone sometimes here. But definitely, like I said, also catch my reviews, my 10-word reviews. I got The Wrong Paris, which is a cute little rom-com on Netflix. Got Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, The Long Walk, and the Peacock series, The Paper. Those are the most recent ones I've got. Not sure what's really coming out that I'm going to try to review next, but I'll figure something out. But I do want to wish. Well, I'll do the total cleanup later. But Netter, of course, says it the best, and with her lovely voice. What you got to tell us tonight, Netter?
Bonjour. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to thank everyone for being here. You guys are the reason that we do this. We don't do this for us. We do this for you because we want to entertain you. We want you to keep coming back. You guys are Osmo. So thank you for being a part of our family, because you're not just our friends. You are our family. This may be films with friends, but I consider it to be films with family. You guys are so amazing, so encouraging. Thank you for all that you do to support us and encourage us, as well as one another. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Take care, everybody. Have a lovely Sunday and a wonderful week ahead. Again, thank you for joining in. Take care, everybody, and always find something fun to watch, hopefully with a friend.